Hello. Hi, it's Michelle from Moksha Grace Coaching. Yes, I was beating my drum because sometimes you just have to beat the drum to let some stuff out. That's what self-care is all about. And that is exactly what we are here to talk about today. So thank you for joining me for a moment of presence. And I am so glad that you are here and giving yourself some time today. Self-love is not a priority. Do you say that breathing is a priority? Do you say that eating is a priority? Well, maybe sometimes we say that, but self-love is not a priority. It should be something that you just do for yourself. It is so important. Self-love is a necessity. It is what allows you to be the best you so that you can show up for the people in your life, so that you can show up for yourself. You know, right now, happy March 1st, by the way. It is March 1st. How many of you are still sticking to your New Year's resolutions? Anybody? Anybody? Crickets? Anybody? The point is that if you just do it as a habit, as an instinct, you don't have to worry about resolutions and, oh, I can do better and I can set a goal that I'm going to be healthier. Just be healthier. Just do it. Take one step every day. So everyone that has been in the Calm the Chaos group, join the challenge. Most, I hope, all of you. And what we've been doing is just picking from a worksheet that I provided with ideas. And we're going to talk about that experience today. And we're going to answer some questions and we're going to share some comments. But first, let's be in the moment. And so let's all just take a second and really come into where we are right now. So it is 5:30 Eastern. At the end of the day, it is a Wednesday and it is March 1st. So those that have joined me before, you may know this by now. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold it for 3, exhale, and then we're going to hold it again for 3. And we're going to do that 3 times. So big, deep breath in. Hold it. 2, 1, exhale. Hold it. Then take a big deep breath in. Bring those shoulders up. Tighten everything, muscles, everything. Squint your eyes. Hold it for 3 seconds. And then just relax everything. Just let it all go. Maybe it's been a really, really intense week. Maybe you're working on a lot of things, whether it's around the house or it's for work, whatever it is that you've got going on. Take another deep breath in. Imagine that it's all done. Hold it. What will that feel like? And then just relax. Do you think that anything in nature, a flower, a tree, a butterfly, do you think anything says, oh my gosh, I better hurry up and bloom? I better hurry up? No, it just all gets done. And it really does. It just all gets done. Just take a little bit at a time. Do what you can. But the first thing you need to do is take care of yourself. And I know that we've all heard, and I've said the analogy before, but if you are on an airplane and it is hitting a bunch of turbulence and the oxygen mask drops, and you have your child next to you, or your husband, or your wife, or your mother, whoever, your loved one, are you going to put the oxygen mask on them, or are you going to put it on you first? And that is a telltale sign, because you have to put it on you first. Because if you conk out while you're putting it on them, you cannot help them. So if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to keep up to take care of anybody. This self-care challenge is 28 days. And we are like 15 days in. I think we're on day 16 today. And it has been so interesting. You know, you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, let's do the easy ones first. And so now it's getting into the nitty gritty, because now we really have to be creative, and we have to do some of the things that are suggested that might even be outside of your comfort zone. And some of the things are to do something nice for somebody else. Now, what does that have to do with you? If it makes your heart grow, if it makes your heart expand and you're feeling it, and you smile at somebody and they smile back at you, or you do something nice for somebody that's unexpected and you just make their day, that brings happiness to you. And if it doesn't, then we need to check in with that. Because you might be too stressed out. And so then that's something else. We need to take care of that. We need to look at that. And the other thing is that whatever you do for self-care, it has to be something that feels like self-care to you, not feels like a chore. So, you know, taking a shower, we all bathe every day, I think. Taking a hot shower for me isn't self-care, because I always take a hot shower. Now, if I turn off the lights and take a hot shower and add in some relaxing music, maybe even some meditation music, and maybe a candle, that is putting some thought into it. That's adding some self-care. And guess what? It doesn't take me any longer, maybe a couple seconds, to get the candle out and light it and turn off the light. Do the things that make you feel good. If you're a mom and you're driving your kid to T-ball or dance, or, there's so many things that we take our kids to these days. Self-care could be, instead of sitting inside watching, you could maybe stay in the car or wear your earphones and put on some music that makes you feel good. Listen to a podcast. Watch a movie that you love that makes you laugh, or some videos that make you laugh. So self-care can be stacked into other things that you're doing already. If you are driving to work and you have a long commute, put on a book that you enjoy, even if it's one you've already read. Excellent. Or a movie that you can just listen to, not watch while you're driving. No watching while you're driving. But it's so important. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the challenge. Thank you for the comments. It's been fun. And that's the other piece, is that bring in fun. So the other day I laid by the pool and just put on some fun music, like steel drum music, and my daughter and I pretended that, my daughter and daughter-in-law, and we pretended that we were either on the boat or we were in the Keys, because, we live in Florida, so we like to kind of drive down to the Keys every now and then. You can do those things. We can still be a kid and use our imagination. We can still have fun. So be creative and let yourself enjoy One of the things on there that I haven't done yet and I can't wait to do, and I can't figure out exactly how I'm going to do it, is eat something or enjoy something, drink something that I did as a kid, and just let myself enjoy it. Let my inner child just have some fun. Yes, a slightly frozen PB&J. Yes, you can use your imagination. Be a kid again. Do you remember when we used our imagination? It was so much fun. When we looked out the window and we daydreamed. When we would sit and watch butterfly. That's self-care. You're taking time to be present in the moment and just be with yourself. And I remember a time not so long ago, probably like 3 years ago, I could not be alone with myself. I had to have the TV on. I had to have music on. I had to have somebody with me, or I had to be talking, or I had to be doing something. Now I can enjoy just sitting and hearing my thoughts, just sitting and letting be whatever is going to be. And a lot of times I'll catch a cardinal and I'll start, not literally catch a cardinal. I will hear the cardinal and I'll just whistle back to it. And that beautiful bird will fly closer. It's fun. I was going to say the funnest, but that's not really a word. It's fun to do. So let's look at some of the comments and questions that have come up this week. So I can't find the time. That's a big one. That is truly one of the biggest reasons why most people don't think about self-care. And whether it's meditation, whether it's praying, whether it's taking a moment and enjoying the sunrise or the sunset. When was the last time you actually walked outside and watched the sunrise? Not from the beach, but just the sun coming up into the sky and the light finally hitting your eyes. That's actually really good for your health too. It helps align your circadian rhythm, and it helps you sleep better too. Look that up because it's really a thing. But you can stack the things that you want to do. So in the shower, there's meditations you can listen to in the shower. You can listen to fun music in the shower. You can leave conditioner on your hair extra time and give yourself one of those like hot oil treatments. That's self-care. Look in the mirror, and this is to a friend that reached out to me this week, so I'm going to be kind of talking right to you. Look in the mirror and smile at yourself. Give a little wink. Look at yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself. I love you. Be cutesy about it if you have to. But these are little important things. Yes, sometimes another comment, it feels silly. It feels silly or selfish. I've heard that one too, to do for myself. You know, there's a saying that I love. You can either give your family the best of you or what's left of you, like the leftovers. Does your family, do your loved ones deserve just what's left of you, or do they deserve the best parts of you? That's a big question. Something else always comes up. I get interrupted. That's another big one. I get interrupted every time I start. Something happens and I get interrupted. You have to set your boundaries. You have to decide what you're going to do, and you've got to set your boundaries, and you've got to let the people that you love know that when you are, for me, it's when I'm in my meditation chair, I'm in my meditation chair. And unless God forbid, there's something major going on, I'm in my meditation chair. And it took a little bit to build up the strength for me not to, if I hear a knock on the door, like to not get up and go get it. But if I'm in my meditation chair, that's all I'm doing is I'm meditating now. And you have to build that muscle. You have to practice it. And that's all it is. You just have to practice it. If other things keep coming up, turn your phone off for that amount of time. For 15 minutes, I'm going to turn my phone off and I'm just going to sit outside. I'm just going to touch a tree. I think the hardest one for me is going to be, especially because I have all of you here, is giving up social media for a day. That's going to be really tough for me. And I know that. And it's probably going to be the last one that I do. But I know that it's coming up and I'm going to do it. It makes a big difference. You don't realize it, but it does. And so it takes 30 days to create a habit. Okay, this is a 28-day challenge. I'm giving you guys 2 days to do it on your own. But I have faith in you, and I know that you can do it. If you haven't started the challenge yet, or you haven't joined the group yet, the Calm the Chaos group, go on over. The link is below. Join the group because I hold you accountable. And you can start the self-care challenge and you can do it and just let us know you're doing it and I'll keep you accountable. I'll keep checking in with you. And there have been a bunch of you that have been posting and sharing what you've been doing along the way. And that's important because it motivates other people. It gives other people ideas. It helps create this momentum that keeps going. So what have you done for yourself today? Now, the last thing I want to touch on is if this is extremely challenging for you and you know that your life right now feels like you're in quicksand and you don't know how to get out. If you are willing to take the stick that I am handing you and allow me to pull you in, then I can help you. And all you have to do is book a call and we will have a conversation and we'll see what is right for you. What is it that you need? What are some ideas? And how can I help? And we'll do that together. But investing in yourself is so you can give the best of yourself to everyone, including you, the future you, by the way. So if you know somebody else, not just you, but somebody else that needs to hear this message, that needs to have some inspiration and some motivation in their life, that needs a community, somebody that, a community that's going to wrap their arms around them, please share the video, like and subscribe, set it to notifications so when I go live, you get notified. I want you to just remember that 5 minutes can change everything. So every day we have a choice. We can either make it the best day or we can let the day take over and potentially make it a bad day. But it's your choice. So choose wisely. I will see you guys next week, 5:30 on Wednesdays. I look forward to it. And be good to yourself.